Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Study Crypto, where we discuss all things crypto, and in this video we are doing a Voyager update. Some recent breaking news that was just released. Voyager sent out a update as far as their bankruptcy proceeding to all of their customers, and there is some hope. It looks like maybe some individuals may be able to receive some of their funds. Just to give some backstory, we've been seeing in crypto a lot of these exchanges have been a domino effect of falling cars that have pretty much just not been able to give individuals their money back. And Voyager had exposure to 3 Hours Capital, and 3 Hours Capital filed bankruptcy. A couple days later, Voyager halts withdrawals. Voyager pretty much stopped all deposits and withdrawals, so individuals that had their funds in there were not able to access their money. A couple days after that, we saw that they filed for bankruptcy. Now, they filed for Chapter 11, so pretty much they were able to continue with regular daily operations, but the major concern is individuals that have their funds locked up. And my heart goes out to a lot of people, because obviously a lot of individuals put their hard-earned money in there, and they did not have the access and still don't have the access to withdraw those funds. I made a video letting people know to be wary and be careful, because whenever an exchange says, hey, we're stopping and suspending all trading, that in itself is a sign. But as of lately, it looks like there has been some positive light at the end of the tunnel. Less than 24 hours ago, an update was just sent out, and we are going to take a deep dive into this update and what this means. So, Voyager states, update on customer USD and crypto. Last week on July 5th, Voyager started a voluntary restructuring process under Chapter 11 to create an efficiency plan, access, and return value to customers. We know you may have questions, and we are working through the process as quickly as we can to give you answers. Below, we try to respond to your most pressing inquiries, and this is where they go into all of the questions that have been burning behind many individuals. How does the reorganizing process impact my cash? We are working to restore access to USD deposits, which belongs to customers, and will go back to the same customers subject to reconciliation and fraud prevention process. Is my money safe, and will I get all of it back? Customer USD held in special type of bank account called for a benefit of customers FBO account at Metropolitan Commercial Bank of New York MCB. The amount of USD held in the FBO account is equal to the amount of USD in customers account. USD deposits will be available after reconciliation and fraud prevention process. So that is some good news that we are seeing there. It looks like if you did have some USD, you more than likely will get that back. Is USD in my account FDIC insured? Yes. This was a lot of confusion going on, especially with a lot of YouTube videos. I saw many individuals saying that no, the account was not FDIC insured, and as it looks like, yes, it is FDIC insured if you have your USD. USD in Voyager account held in MCB is FDIC insured. That means you are covered in the event of MCB's failure up to a maximum of $250,000. FDIC insurance does not protect against the failure of Voyager, but to be clear, Voyager does not hold customer cash. That cash is held in MCB. So this is really important, guys, because this is clearly stating right here that if you have Voyager and you have funds, those funds are not held on their account. Those funds are held at a bank in New York City, which is FDIC insured. This is a good sign, because your funds are protected because they are held in a bank. Now, whether you will get your full funds, I don't know about that, but let's keep reading through the document and let's see what they say. Why did your website change the way you talked about FDIC insurance? And this is important. I know they changed their documentation, because I know what they probably stated previously was that, hey, yeah, we're FDIC insured, but the reality of it is it does not protect Voyager. Voyager worked with FDIC insurance in early 21 and again in early 22 to update and clarify the language on its website. Please also see Voyager's customer agreement, which provides further details and regulatory treatment of cash deposit and scope of FDIC insurance. Outdated pages of a blog from 2019 are being updated to be consistent with the clarification. I guess they just want to clarify and make sure that, hey, if Voyager goes down, that is not FDIC insured. Which again, that was a lot of the confusion going around, but it's great that they actually addressed this and clarify this. What will happen to the crypto in my account, which is the big thing that we all want to know. Currently, Voyager has approximately 1.3 billion of crypto assets on its platform, plus claims against the 3 Hours Capital of more than 650 million. It fluctuates due to the exchange rate between Bitcoin and USD. Under Voyager's proposed reorganization plan, that was presented on Friday, which is subject to change and requires court approval, customers will receive a combination of the following, with the ability to select the proportion of crypto and common equity they receive, subject to certain maximum thresholds. Prorata share of crypto, prorata share of proceeds from 3AC recovery, prorata share of common shares in the newly reorganized company, and prorata share of existing Voyager tokens. So for all of you that don't know, according to Investopedia, prorata is pretty much just a fair share or a certain portion of what they are allocating for individuals. Let's just go through it right here. Prorata is something given out to people on a pro rata basis. It means assigning the amount to one person according to their share of the whole. While a pro rata calculation can be used to determine the appropriate proportions of any given whole, it is often used in business finance. So again, this does not mean that you may get back all of your funds, but it may mean that you may get back a certain portion. And I guess this pretty much just is up to the court proceedings. And if this even goes through, remember, this is still tentative. This is not something that is written in stone as of yet. But again, it is a positive direction. Can you tell me how much of my crypto I'll get back? At this stage, we are proposing that customers will receive their crypto as described above. Again, they're not being specific because, again, they still have to go to court, and pro rata means that pretty much depending on what they have available or what they can give out. Because remember, they're also still counting this whole $650 million from 3 Arrows Capital that in reality, they may not get that back because remember earlier in the video I stated 3 Arrows Capital is in the bankruptcy state, and so who knows what will happen with that. However, the exact numbers will depend on what happens in the restructuring process and the recovery of 3AC assets. Again, yeah, I just stated that. We understand how important this issue is and will provide updates as soon as possible. Is this the final reorganization plan? The plan is subject to change, negotiations with its customers, and ultimately a vote. In Voyager's case, customers are the primary creditors and will have an opportunity to vote on the proposed plan of reorganization. We put together a restructuring plan that will preserve customers' assets and provide the best opportunity to maximize value. In addition, the company is pursuing a very strategic alternative to evaluate the value of the standalone company compared with a third-party investment or sale. Again, this is not something that is final. This is something that really is still in the early phases, and this is something that they're looking to propose and put out there. But like I stated, it is good that they are in essence looking to somehow resolve customers and give something back, and not just saying, hey, let's just walk away from this and, you know, screw everybody. Who knows what will happen at the end? You know, they may end up still screwing everybody, but this video was pretty much just to put out the information out there and to keep you guys informed and updated on what's going on. If you found value from this content, please make sure to subscribe to the channel. This is Study Crypto, where we discuss all things crypto. Thank you. And whenever more information comes out, please rest assured that I will make sure to put this out there, as this is something that really hits home. Again, like I stated, I have Voyager. I had funds in Voyager previously. I withdrew my money as soon as I saw everything that was going on with the whole debacle, 3 Arrows Capital. I said, no, I'm out. But I do understand that there are still many individuals that have their funds locked up in there. So I just wanted to put this information out to somehow give you some type of update. Thank you, and see you next time.